Hello, this is Mike Reed coming to you with a video about a commercial appliance manufacturer by the name of Blue Air. I'm going to give you a brief rundown on Blue Air, show you what some of the items are retailing for, give you a little bit of an example of what they make, and then I'm going to give you contact information, especially when you're going and you need parts or you're just trying to get something maybe done under warranty for your client. I'm going to give you the one person that you need to know. And without further ado, let's get into it. As always, I want you all to like, share, and subscribe. And I do appreciate all your patronage. So here we go. This is Blue Air. Bring this music up just a tad. So Blue Air is let's see here. It's an Asian company. Where from Asia? I can't remember if it's Chinese or Korean. And of course, they're leaving that part out. Truth be told, this is like a second iteration. See, they say after 15 years in business, Blue Air established itself as a solid manufacturer. Okay, so it is Korean. This is Korean. There was another venture that started up and then faded out. There were some powers behind that one that came up with Blue Air in its stead. Oh, I also have the tech guide. I have the tech guide and the programming guide for Blue Air refrigerators. So I think I might have to address that in another video. But so that's the about. They make ice machines, refrigerators. You see, oh, that's right. And now they have cooking. I myself have not seen any of the cooking just yet. This is new for 2024. This is new. And I deal with a number of Blue Air dealers. Blue Air is sold throughout the continental United States through Baker Supply. And so once you sign up with Baker, like if you go to a class with Manitowoc or any other classes that they have at Baker, you sign up, you set up your account, and now you can sell any of these things that you see here. So let me go back. Let's see. So that is cooking. Let me see what they have as far as restaurant equipment. Interesting. Okay. They're always expanding their offerings. Oh, well. Not only are they doing knockoffs of Hoshizaki, but they're doing knockoffs of Manitowoc as well. Interesting. This is also new. There's always new stuff coming out. And they're using R290. What is allowed for all these different brands, these different manufacturers to come into the United States and offer their equipment is the fact that we're now allowing R200, R600 units into the United States. So now they no longer have to have a separate components for their items. So they don't have to have a separate evaporator, a separate compressor for 134A. Now they have the same thing that they're using. So they're on the R290. So now they're able to sell their wares worldwide. Every market now has the same thing. Every market now has units that are using the same refrigeration. So what Blue Air, and actually Blue Air, I believe they had some kind of a legal issue some time ago. See, this is still 404. They had production that was extremely similar, allegedly, extremely similar to Hoshizaki. So that went to court. I don't know if that is done with yet. And so now they're offering remote. And that is something that they didn't have before. They had all self-contained units. But most of their stuff was very Hoshizaki-like. One thing you always want to stick to is when you mention filters, such as we have here, do not mention the brand that the filter is attached to, because that has absolutely nothing to do with the filter system. So you can actually have this Blue Air filter system, which is all this is 3M. You can have this attached to a Manitowoc, you have this attached to a Scotsman, Isomatic. That doesn't matter. It's just that they're doing this so it's easier with sales to bundle these type of things. But they don't actually make this filter. So now let's go back to the refrigeration. So as you see there, they have these glass door merchandisers, which is what you'll see if you go into any Dollar General, dollar store. Not this brand, but this is very similar to that. They're trying to compete. Everybody's trying to compete with True. Everybody's trying to compete with all the regular American brands. And of course, this is a competitor to one such as Tosa. Now, let me go into, see what I want to show you next. What I'm going to show you next is a quick video. Now, this is one of the Hoshizaki clones in this video. Fair use. I have this sped up to 2 times speed. It's the fastest that they'll let me go. This video is on how you change the evaporator on one of their ice machines. You are not looking at a Hoshizaki ice machine. This is a Blue Air ice machine. I repeat, this is not a Hoshizaki. This is a Blue Air. See at the top, it says Blue Air Ice Machine, BLMI. How to replace the evaporator. You're watching the video from Blue Air, as you can see with the display on the front. No Hoshizaki has a digital display. Not yet, anyway. And side note, what he's doing is what you would have to do on a Hoshizaki to change the evaporator. What happens is you have the plate separate, which is why you need to take off what's called the eggshells at the top and see if both sides of the ice forming mold is still sticking to the tubing in between the 2 stainless steel plates. If it is not, it will not make ice properly. And there you go. Of course, I have this sped up to 2 times speed. That is the evaporator. So now he's dropping in the new one. Screwing it all in place. And then you just have to connect the tubing, just as you see here. All right, so because they, how should I say this? Because they use Hoshizaki as a blueprint, they also inherited the same problems that a Hoshizaki would have. And even more so because they're not using the same multi-million-dollar techniques that Hoshizaki has developed and figured out over the last 40 years or longer. Hoshizaki figured out which metal alloys work best to keep that chill plate attached to the copper tubing. And there you have it. Here it is. It is done. Once again, this is at 2 times speed. Now, let me stop this. Now you see that's And once again, this is Blue Air. This is Blue Air. What we're going to do now is I'm going to flash across this screen the contact information, and then we're going to get into pricing on some of these units. Okay. Well, as always, I am building it as it flies. Somehow the information did not take, but I'm going to type it in right now. So let me give you the website for Blue Air. Let me just copy and paste it. So once again, apologies. I'm going to give you the name of the contact person that you're going to deal with. All right, let me show you this. So it is Blue Air Inc. While you're taking that information down, I'm going to flash this. All right. Now, let me give you Mr. Vargas, J. Vargas. Let me give you his information right from my phone to yours. So his email is, okay, J. Vargas. J. V. A. R. G. A. S. at Blue Air. Now it's the website is different than email address. It is Blue Air FSE.com. There we go. J Vargas at Blue Air FSE. And now in the background, I'm going to change the background to show you the contact information. It's extremely difficult to get through using the contact information. Extremely difficult. They have expanded from the one location in California to now 3. So they have the warehouses to distribute product out of California here, which is where J Vargas is. So here's the email, Blue Air FSE, and it's just going to put J Vargas in front of that. So New Jersey and New York, that's where their warehouse is, and Atlanta, GA, that is where they stay. So here we go. They also, as you see, there's phone numbers there. There are also people that you can contact in those 3 different locations. Good luck. Good luck. The optimal contact point is just to email J Vargas, whatever it is that you're looking for, whatever it is you're into, whatever tech information you need, whatever guide, whatever problem, he will get back to you. He will get back to you. And like I said, you could find all this on your own. Now, the last bit of this, we're going to get into some of the pricing. All right. We're going to get into the pricing. So this right here is what's called a bar back cooler. So this is it's on the smaller side. You'll see them from this 2-door to 3 and 4. So they are reasonably priced, and you'll see them sold through various different online sellers. And once again, you yourself can sell these through Baker. So the same one that you go to if you're going to class on Manitowoc and you're paying the $50, $30, or $75, whatever they're charging in your area for the class, for the Manitowoc class, you make sure you set up your account, which is free. Make sure you set up your account. And then you have the ability to buy and sell these. As you see, people are doing it on Amazon, things of that nature. Let me see if I can go into some other Blue Air. And the HC at the end of the model number stands for hydrocarbon. Yeah, let's see here. So the reason why I show you all this kind of stuff, especially like pricing and what these units go for, you will find yourself in a situation where you're going out for a customer's unit and then they say, well, you know, your price is a little much or high, or we don't want to put this kind of money into this, let's just, no, I'm not going to say the name, into this well-known unit. We're looking at getting a newer one and then just maintaining that new one. And you say, okay, well then I can sell you, let's say, a Blue Air. I can have this delivered to you. I can remove the old one and install this new one for less than the cost that I was going to fix your previous bar back unit. And so these are the retail prices. This is not your price. This is what the customer pays. This is what they see when they go online. And as always, you can always go up in price, but you can't go below a published price. So you can make whatever deal you want to, as long as you don't advertise that price. So you can't go online and say, oh, I'll sell you this unit for $2,000. But if you want to sell that same unit for $4,000, you know, by all means, no one's going to complain. So here we go. And that is, in a nutshell, that is Blue Air. That is Blue Air. I do apologize for not pulling up the tech guides. I can address that at a later time, but I do have all the programming for changing all the controls on these Blue Airs. Blue Air has a mother-daughter board system and then a display board. So the display board doesn't actually run the refrigerator. It is this mother-daughter board that they have. And with that, I'd like to thank you all for subscribing to the channel. And I wish you much luck in your journeys. Thank you.